If you were to face Hofstra again down the road in March, how would you feel about that?
Not good, because I'll tell you that Joe has them. They were not afraid of us at all. They were physical. They made shots. It was a 3-point game, and I'm sitting there like, why did I schedule this game? What was I thinking? And you got to understand now, they lost like 4,000 points from that team from last year. And they come back with this team and do the stuff that they're doing. And we got away from them. Then there was a gap. But at the end of the day, even the second half was 48-40. One like we just buried them. I mean, so I'm worried, and we got a long way to go. We still have some players playing. They're not playing with the confidence they have to play with. And I'm not sure what it is, but I did tell them this: I am so happy because Wednesday will be our last finals, and I don't have to worry about anything academically. We'll go 29 straight days, 4 days. I got nothing to worry about except basketball. Right now, we got to get through Wednesday. They're off tomorrow. Get through these finals, but we have a lot of work to do. I mean, literally. I tried to play 2 bigs to see what it looked like, and I just wasn't happy with it. We went to 4 guards and Dom fouled right away. I wanted to see what that looked like. You know, we just got a ways to go. Just got a ways to go.
Coach, when you look at your 3 hell of freshmen and Bam, Malik, and De'Aaron, just curious, what specific parts of their game have they grown in from day one when you first had them to now, about a third through the season?
I would tell you that all of them, even Sasha's way better. He just gets in the game. He's just not ready. He's 17 years old. He's not ready for this. Isaac, I mean, he's playing so much better in practice than he does the games. I just don't understand it right now. But Malik is playing and trying to do the things we're asking him to do. Only thing is you've got to get fouled more. You know, don't go to the basket trying to avoid everybody and flip a ball. Get fouled. De'Aaron Fox, way better, yet didn't play with the speed that we want him to all the time. And he, you know, some dumb fouls. I mean, and Bam is just, you know, you're seeing him come into his own. You just see it game to game, and so I think they're doing fine. Derek and Wenyon struggled a little bit today. Didn't play him as many minutes, but he still got 4 rebounds. But you know, we're going to have games that it's going to be, that position is a tough position for us because they're going to play a power game against us, and you know, unless we're on fire offensively or we can outscore, we couldn't against UCLA. They outscored us, and so we scored 92 points, create 19 or 18 turnovers, and still lose. And that other big position is the one that hurt us. So we got some things we got to figure out. That's what I could tell you.
John, this may be related to that, but you got out-rebounded today, and 27 fouls seems like a lot. How much of a concern is those things?
Well, sometimes when you get up like we do, the fouls happen because they get sloppy. The rebounding really bothered me because a bunch of them were perimeter shots, and our guys all just looked at the ball. And either they tipped it away or jumped over our back, or the ball went over our heads, and it's just frustrating because we're working on it. But it is what it is right now with us. And I thought Derek fought 50% better than he's been fighting, yet there were still balls that he didn't get. You know, seeing Bam only get 8-7 rebounds in a game like this, but he was fighting like crazy to try to keep that kid away from the ball. But, you know, their big guy who led the country in rebounding got 8 rebounds too.
Coach, I saw you had Slice back there behind your bench. Can you just kind of talk about what he means to you, and what do you think kind of went down with him in St. John's there?
I don't know all that, you know, but Slice has been a dear friend of mine since we've both been in our early 20s. And, you know, if I come to New York, he and I are going to get together. I would hope, you know, that situation would get rectified, and, you know, he deserves to, they honor the contract, I say. But, I don't know all the particulars. I just know he's a good man, he's a good basketball coach, he's a good recruiter, he's great for our game.
Coach, as you mentioned, it was a 3-point game, just a few minutes left in the half, but then you guys went on a 12-0 run. What adjustments were made there?
Well, we made some shots, we defended better, we switched pick and rolls. Like, pick and roll was killing us, and I couldn't get our 4-man high enough, so then I said, that's it, we're switching. And then we did some things at half to play pick and roll a little bit different so that they couldn't just get a downhill run. But we made shots. I mean, Malik made 2 big shots. I mean, one at the free throw line, he jumped over, and then the last 3 to end the half that put us up that much, whatever it was at halftime. But look, this team has a long way to go. We're young, we show it, we're talented, we do some good things in stretches, and then we do some bad things in stretches. We need to get in the gym, and we need to get to the camp part of our season, which is 2 and 3 a days. They get time to sleep, to eat, and give them video time, the phone time. They got to have that, or they'll climb walls. So you got to let them do some of that. But the reality of it is, let's get down to getting better. And these guys, every one of them, they've gotten better. Now it's like you got to do this with confidence. There's nothing on our shoulder now. We're not undefeated. We're not #1 in the country. Come on, just worry about getting better.
Coach, I asked your players this, just what do you guys get out of facing somebody who is seeing it as their Super Bowl pretty much every game?
Well, I heard the Cleveland Cavaliers make the statement that we lost 3 in a row because we didn't defend for 3 games. And you're not going to face a team that's not at their best. So if you don't rebound or defend, you're probably going to lose. And that's with us. And I told them after the game going forward, we're not going to have games. The games that we're going to start playing are all going to be 7, 8 point games. So they're not going to be 30-point games where you can break off. And every game we play is someone's Super Bowl. Every game we play, whether it's at home, on the road, I can't remember the last time a team played poorly against us. And I would hope that Joe would look at how his team played in that first half and said, if we can play like that, if that's who we can be, we're good, I'm happy. But it's every game we face it, and that's the challenge, of being here. But they knew, coming in here, there's a couple things that you better bring it every day in practice because there are other guys that can play. This isn't just about you shooting balls. This is about getting better. That's why you come here. You challenge yourself to see how good could I be as a player. And then the second thing is the other team, they're coming at you every game. You can't, if you're cool, like I'm cool, like I run with my thumbs up and stuff, you can't come to Kentucky. You get killed. You got to know it's a dogfight, a rat race. It's a, here I come, he either jerks it from me or I jerk it from him. And I got to fight and battle, and then I'm exhausted when the game's over. What we're trying to do, and I did a really poor job, and please not to take any away from UCLA, everybody knows now how good they are. But we had no substitution pattern. I knew they weren't going to sub a whole lot, so I decided not to sub a whole lot. Well, these guys aren't ready to play 8 straight minutes. Not like we play. They're ready to play about 4 or 5, and then I just got to start rotating guys in and out.
Joe is very complimentary of your team just now. He said that if you guys hit 3-pointers consistently, you guys would be unstoppable. How much of an emphasis is that, and do you agree with that statement?
Well, if we're making threes, we should win by 30. So if we're missing threes, which we have over my 7 years, this is my 8th year, there are many games where we were like 2 for 10, 2 for 15, and you still win the game. We don't rely on threes. Malik Monk, who's a really good 3-point shooter, I'm trying to get him to drive the ball more. I know you can shoot threes. Any inside-out 3, I know you get. Let's create fouls. I think whether it's Dom, whether it's Derek, whether it's Wenyan, they're not. That's not our game. Like to shoot 35 threes. How many did we shoot today? 23, which is a lot for us. But they played zone, which means you're going to shoot more threes in that kind of game. Our team, I like to shoot, the guys in here that know me, have a team shoot 32% and still win a game. That's a gritty fought, we won by 6. We couldn't make a shot, made 1 3, made some free throws, we couldn't make a basket, and we still win. That's when you have a good team.
Isaiah said you called him into your office after that UCLA game and said he didn't have the interview in that one. What did you see from him today, and do you anticipate him having many more days?
He's good. I said I'm counting that as a one-off game. I mean, he yawned at halftime on the huddle on the floor. Like, I'm getting ready to start the second half. It's a 12-0 run. I go, all right, guys. He goes, no, I'm not. He did it. And I looked and I said, really? And I said, you did that. After, in my office. He said, I did it. I said, look, man, if you take away your toughness, your leadership, your talking, your diving on the floor, your tough plays around the goal, you take that away from you, what are you left with? But that, and now make some threes, make some free throws, get your layups, make some 15-footers, all of a sudden you're as good as anybody in the country. But let me remind you, without the energy, without the fight, without the battle, without the toughness, leadership, talking, what are you left with? And he said, Coach, I got you. And I said, that's a one-off. That happened one time, let's stay away from it. He's been great. I mean, he listens, he talks, he calms these dudes down, because I'm trying to coach him like, I told him 20 times in this game, I'm not coaching you for this game. I'm not coaching you, we're up 25, what do you want me to sit and cross my legs? I'm not coaching you for this game. This is for the next 2, the next 3, the next 5. And what we're doing right now, we can't win playing this way. And individuals, that